Alright, so still not done. Finished sanding this 260Z Datsun for paint. So a lot of sanding, up under the engine bay, in the jams. Most of the hand sanding's taken a while. The outside of this car is mostly finished with a final sand in 320 grit, blocking the primer out straight. You can see I've got the body line taped off just to ensure that body line gets straightened. After I kind of sand this top side here, I'll take this tape off, put another piece of tape ribbon all the way down the top side of this body line, and block the bottom side of the body line. So we'll block the top side first, and then tape it back off and block the bottom side. That way you can see that line just go straight down the car. And it don't look wavy. That's a little trick to get that line straight. This kind of black dust you see on this side has not been sanded yet. It's a dry guide coat. That's a Merca brand. 3M makes a good dry coat, guide coat. And what that does ensure, so as I'm block sanding this this primer with 320 for its final block, and I'm going to use this kind of cross hatch pattern by sanding an X. And it's taking the, the grit of the sandpaper in different directions. And what you can see, if you can see that texture, is obviously when I've sanded the dark guide coat off, you can see how it transitions to the actual color of the primer. Then I know where I've got it straight and flat, and I don't have any low spots or waves or pits in my bodywork. Otherwise, it would see it in the guide coat, and I would know there's more work to do there. So that's what the purpose of that is. Just so you guys know how I finish a car. It's normally going to be, for an old car restoration, I'm normally going to finish in a 320. Fairly fine grit dry paper. And then I'll take a silver Scotch-Brite that has a grit rating of around 800, and as this has been sanded in a X pattern to get the primer straightened out and the bodywork straight, I'll take that silver Scotch-Brite and finish on the top of this in a circular motion in 800 grit all over the car, circular motion. And what that does is get rid of, it just lightly sands this 320, and it gets rid of some of these that can be aggressive cross hatch sand scratches from the 320. Especially in a metallic paint, that can be aggressive, and you see sand scratches in the primer. So that finishing it out in that circular motion with that 800 grit silver Scotch-Brite gets it even finer and gets rid of that 320. Just a couple tips. As these old cars are restored, if I could make a choice for this car, it would be to never see a drop of moisture the rest of its life. So that's why I don't choose to water sand one of these cars. An old car like this, it does get the primer slicker by water sanding it, and it's nice and clean because it's rinsing the dust off the panels as you go. But what I don't like about it is if I was water sanding this car, water is getting in every bit of everything that I've you know, tried to clean out throughout the process. So I don't want moisture back in there to create rust issues later, you know, so they pop back up at a later time. I would like this car to be dry the rest of its life. So I finished everything out with a dry paper. 320 on a soft pad DA, something like the back of these parts don't have to be necessarily blocked straight for this particular project. So I would just take this soft pad on this DA and sand everything I can get to on a orbital sander on the back side. Same in the jams on the body side, and then just finish out the jams with a hand paper to smooth it out a bit. So, but on the outside of the car, the machine sanding is finished a long time ago, and it just gets hand blocked. The DA or the orbital sander can lie to you about high spots and low spots. As to where the blocking, you know, blocking with this is a paint paddle, by the way, for the finish sanding. It tells the truth enough to get it straight, but will bend and manipulate enough to kind of smooth the car out as to where all the body work was done with more of a harder block surface to get all the car level. So just know that's what I finished car with. Normally it's going to be a paint paddle. Like I said, it smooths it enough to blend all my previous body work in with all these layers that we put on it. So it's still taking me a bit to sand this car completely. It's 75-80% sanded. All this is sanded, ready to paint, except for the Scotch-Brite. So very close, but still a few days away. So early next week, look out for this car to turn blue.